Another Sunday School short. Today we are in Matthew 28 and Mark 16, wrapping up those two books. Walking through the New Testament chronologically as it happened, as it was written. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell notification for when new Devos come out. See, the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, have different details for different biblical accounts, but the same viewpoint, or maybe different viewpoints, but the same result's going to come. We're going to see the resurrection today, which is really cool. Some of the backgrounds, this is going to be short, but some of the backgrounds on the Gospels. John was a close, beloved friend of Jesus. He was one of the three that got to be in some of the more intimate settings with Jesus. Luke was a doctor. He was a detailed person. He was also a follower, kind of Paul later on, and we'll see that as well. But his information was secondhand, but he was very detailed in interviewing people and such as that. Mark was like a boy follower during that time. Remember, he was the kid, as Jesus was being taken away and arrested, he was the kid that lost his shirt. So, but later he also became and worked with Paul later on. Matthew here, in Matthew 28, he was an actual disciple, walked with Jesus. He gives more of a biblical account, whereas John gives like a friend type account. So early one Sunday morning, we know this because this is when the disciples came to worship later after the resurrection, rather than the Jewish Sabbath, which was Friday evening to Saturday evening. So we know this was a Sunday. Mary Magdalene, and this part could just be inserted because part of this could have happened, like the stone rolling away and stuff, before the women actually got there. But they were on their way, we know that. Mary Magdalene and other women, not Jesus' mom, went out to visit the tomb. Luke 24 records that several other women as well. There was a great earthquake. The angel rolled aside the stone and sat on it. The guards shook in fear, and then they fainted. The angel said, "Don't be afraid. I know who you're looking for. He was crucified. He's not here. He is risen from the dead, just as he has said. Come, see where his body has been laying." And then Mark, who's the boy follower, remember, he records that the stone was already moved away when they arrived. So does John, and Luke says similar. The angel still spoke the same type things. In Luke, it reports two angels, one at the head, one at the foot, of when they actually walk in. Again, different viewpoints, same result. Go tell the disciples he is risen and he will meet you in Galilee. The women fled the tomb. As they went, Jesus met them. They worshipped him. Don't be afraid. Go tell my brothers to leave for Galilee. So they worshipped him. He didn't stop them. Remember, we've talked about that throughout the Bible. Moses was worshipped at a time, and he said, "Hey, don't worship me. Just get up. I worship the one true God like you do." Paul was worshipped. Peter was worshipped. John was worshipped at different times. So these all people said, stand up. Jesus always allowed worship to take place because that is where worship is truly intended with Jesus. The disciples left, but when they saw him, they worshipped him. But some doubted, it says. And then I'm just going to read Matthew 28, verses 18 through 20. It says, "All authority has been given to me." This is in Jesus is about to ascend. So it rapidly goes through the 40 days that he was on earth here in Matthew. "All authority on earth has been given to me. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations." This is our call, our command. "Baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Teach these new disciples to obey all the commands I have given you, and be sure of this, I am with you always, even to the end of the age." Mark 16 ends in a very similar way. Like, subscribe, and share. God bless you.